Welcome back! We're back and continuing our discussion about Disney and other sorts of movies. But before we begin, Avatar. That's what we said we were going to start with, was Avatar.
Yeah.
So let me here's the thing. Let me get my backstory on the whole issue. See, me and Brendan's dad have the same issue, but here's the thing. So when the movie first came out, this was 2008. This also came out at the same time as Iron Man, but obviously Avatar was the more popular movie because super visual movie. It was visually stunning, and I'll admit that. Although personally, plot-wise, it was okay. It's like, okay, for a movie, it deserved all the praise it was, and it was one movie. It broke box office records and all that stuff because of the movie it was.
Yeah.
But then, here's the thing. Now, this came out in 2008, right? It is 2021. It has been, what is it? 12, 13. I'm pretty sure it was 2008. So
No, it was 2009.
Was it?
Yeah, I thought it was 2010.
Oh,
Yeah, it was 2009 apparently.
Fact check time.
I'm like, is it 2000? Okay. Anyway, whenever it came out.
2009.
Okay.
I thought it was 2010,
that's 12 years.
12. Yeah.
11 to 12 years. Let's just go with 12 years to say it more. So 12 years later, you have James Cameron who wants to make more movies and has the ego, the audacity to say, this is going to be a blockbuster hit like the first movie. Here's what I have to say about that. First off, it won't be. And here's why. Think about movies that come out. Think about all the merchandising you do. Here's the thing about Avatar. It didn't build a fan base. Like, nobody talks about the movie. They've done nothing with the movie for 12 years. Other than Disney was like, let's make a theme park about it. Nobody asked for it. Nobody asked for these sequels. Like, now they're just going to shove these movies down their throat. And I'll quote my dad on this. I mean, I can't quote it exactly, but he was like, I hope these movies flop. I hope these are a cinematic disaster. And I'm like, I agree, because it's like, there was nothing building up to these moments where it's like, we're going to make sequels that are just phenomenal. And it's like, I hope this first sequel sucks so that because like, it's like the first movie was great. Like, people could say that the first movie was great and I'll be like, okay, I'll agree with that. But to say that your sequel is just going to be as good or even better, it's like, let's create our own MCU with the Avatar movie. And it's just like,
no.
By the way, we're talking about the blue people.
Yeah, it's the classification. When anyone says Avatar, do you mean
it's the blue? But it's the
people?
fact of the matter is, there was nothing else that came after the first movie. Nothing. The movie came out, and that was it. Nobody.
Toy.
It's okay,
I have 3 of them.
but that's the thing. That lasts for a couple months. Then you get the movie on DVD, and bam, nobody talks about it anymore. Nobody brings it up. There's not like no. That's the thing. Here's the thing. Here was my example of why nobody cares about Avatar anymore. Was when they were like, "Oh yeah, Avatar re-released in China," which I think that was the stupidest thing on the planet. It's like, let's re-release Avatar in China in theaters. And it surpasses Endgame as the highest grossing movie of all time. Which, one, I think that's stupid. And two, that news lasted a day and nobody talked about it anymore.
I didn't know that happened, to be honest.
Nobody cares that Avatar is still a movie. It was a movie, that was it. I think it should still exist as a single movie, I think it was the pinnacle point of visual effects. I agree with that. But as it stands, it was just another movie.
So let's talk about why that movie was made.
Why was it made? Why does it exist?
I will tell you why it was made. James Cameron wanted to be on the forefront of 3D movies. He wanted to be like, all right, 3D movies is the next step in cinematic wonder. wonderment, I guess.
Because you saw George Lucas trying to do that with the Star Wars movies.
Everyone was trying to do 3D movies. Everyone was trying to reboot they re-released Star Wars in 3D. You remember going to that, Camden?
Oh my gosh.
3D Phantom Menace.
That was right. It wasn't just visual effects. It was the 3D technology.
That's why
nobody likes watching movies in 3D anymore.
Exactly. And you want to know what James Cameron is doing with the sequels? He's filming them only in 3D. He said that trying to film it in 2D and then trying to convert it into 3D was a mistake. We're gonna film it just in 3D. We're gonna make cameras.
You better make something that's easier on people's eyes, because nobody wants to sit through a 2-hour film with 3D glasses.
I hate wearing those glasses. I hate the fuzziness. My eyes just hate watching 3D
Or
movies.
what they could probably do for that is like what they do for DVDs, make it 3D, just not have the glasses. Like things still jump out at you, just not have the glasses.
But that's hard to do though. The only that's a whole technology on the theater's part.
And they tried to make these 3D TVs that I remember this. I'll look it up.
No, I know what you're talking about.
3D TVs so that they can accommodate these kind of movies that you don't need the glasses for, that still jump things out at you. And those, you don't hear about those anymore. You don't hear about 3D TVs. Everyone's talking about 4K QLED TVs now. Curved monitors was better than 3D TVs.
Yeah.
See, I remember when games were trying to do that. There were games that would only, like the 3D application would only work if your TV had a 3D to it. Like it had a 3D, most of the basically during the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360 era, most of those games were like, hey, you can play this in 3D because it has a 3D adapter in the game itself, but you have to have, your TV has to have a 3D adapter to it. But nobody who really used it. Nobody wanted to buy these 3D TVs.
I literally am reading it right now. Production of 3D TVs ended in 2016. No one makes them anymore. No one sells them anymore.
Why would you want to?
It's because it doesn't make any money.
Here's the thing. The best way for 3D to happen is virtual reality. I think that is the best kind of 3D.
Then you have Elon Musk with his Neuralink.
Who needs a screen? Just have it show up.
Exactly. That'd be great.
James Cameron has that. I think he just has an ego that's misplaced, because he made the Titanic movie,
which is also on the top 5. I think it's top 3.
Right. So he has this way of like, I can make movies that make money, and they can be revolutionary movies in terms of story or whatever. It's just
I've never. Let me. Okay, you keep talking. I want to look at it.
But didn't he make a second Titanic?
He wanted to.
Yeah, that would have been.
But like, why would you make a second?
There's another one.
He re-released Titanic in 3D too.
Yeah, there's Titanic 2, The Return of Jack.
But I don't think James Cameron can wrap around the fact that nobody watches 3D anymore. And because like, I can't remember the last movie I saw in 3D. And I know they still offer it in theaters, but the thing is with that, like, I remember the only way I was going to be able to watch... No, I remember we were trying to go see the movie Venom. And we had 2 options. We either had a lot of space available, where it's like our normal seats, and we can watch the movie in 3D, or we can watch it normally, but we have to be in the cuddle seats.
The cuddle seats were so fun.
Dude, those were so great, but like, that's the thing though. We obviously preferred the cuddle seats over 3D, because like... Yeah. I don't want to wear a pair of glasses and then like the movie visually like hurt my retina and whatever.
Yeah. I enjoyed that movie.
I liked it.
Did I sit with you?
What movie?
I think we had big guy, small guy, big guy, small guy, big guy, small guy.
Yeah, I think I was with you though, wasn't I?
Yeah. No. Yeah. Yes, you were.
It was me and you.
David was with Everett.
Yeah.
Anyway. But yeah, I'm like...
David.
The one thing, we went with cuddle seats because we were all gay. Maybe. Then you should have sat next to me then.
Okay.
What do you think I said next to Camden?
So another reason that Avatar pisses me off is how long it was in theaters when it was first released.
Oh yeah.
It was in theaters for a full like 9 months.
I didn't see it in theaters. I seen it on
I
DVD.
didn't see it in theaters either. So and 3D movie ticket sales are higher than regular tickets. That's also part of the reason it made so much money. So it's all just this compounding aspect of selling the visual effects aspect, making people pay more to see it in 3D, and having it out there in theaters for 9 months. Of course, it's gonna break box office records.
Like if you re-release Endgame right now, it would probably beat Avatar.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
easily.
If it was out in theaters for 9 months,
Yeah.
it would totally beat.
Probably double it, honestly.
It would, because I would go see it another 11 times in theaters if I had to.
Another, adding on to the already 11 he's seen it.
Wait, you've seen 11 times?
I saw it 11 times in theaters. I've seen it more times since.
Why?
Yeah, so Brendan makes up about a third of the income that Endgame made.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh,
It's obviously an over-exaggeration, but at
Well,
some
when
point.
they were making the push to defeat Avatar, they did a promotional poster, and I have the promotional poster on my wall right now.
What is
And then I went that night. I went to see it. I got the poster, and then I went to go see it again. Just so
No, I forgot. You know what they did? They did like I think they tried. No, did they try doing it with Infinity War? No, they did it to. I don't know which movie they did it to, but they like added something to like the end credit scenes, like a bonus feature or something. Because I think the Russo brothers did this, where they did like a special edition to either Infinity War or Endgame, or I don't even know. It might even have been Captain Marvel. But was it Endgame? But they did that. It was.
They added end credit stuff like deleted scenes and a snapshot into Far From Home.
Matt Hess sounds mad that Avatar is better than Endgame.
All right.
He is mad. Like, you kidding me?
I need to be very upfront about this. Was I disappointed? Yes. But am I upset?
I think it's the reason it happened, which is why it's stupid, you know?
Because it's, like, who re-releases a movie 12 months
12 years later in China.
In China.
Wait, they
It's
just released it in
it's
China
like, okay,
again?
They
why would you do that?
re-released
Wait,
the
just
movie
now.
But
like a week ago.
What?
But at the end of the day, I like Endgame more than Avatar. I don't care how much money it made. I don't care how much money Avatar made. I will always enjoy Endgame more than I like Avatar. It's completely subjective, and it doesn't matter.
I like all the Marvel movies better than Avatar.
Yeah. Here's what I found was funny about there was this meme that was going around
The Incredible Hulk.
where oh my gosh. But
I love the Incredible Hulk.
there was this meme out there. It was Disney like giving the Obama meme where Obama's giving himself the medal. It was Disney giving itself the medal because Disney owns Endgame and Disney now owns Avatar. So now it's like, man, we hold title to two of the highest box office records. Oh, actually, pretty much all of them now, because you have Titanic there now. You have, I think Empire Strike.
Right.
I think Star Wars is up there somewhere.
All right, Sam. I'm gonna rebuttal what Sam said. He says more money, better movie. I think that's entirely false.
I think that's false too.
Very
Top.
false.
I'm going to use two Marvel movies in this. I'm just going to go over two different Marvel movies, okay?
I will say one thing real quick.
So you know I'm impartial about this.
Can I say one thing real quick?
All right.
Avatar Last Airbender live action was better than Avatar Blue People movie. Changed my mind.
I think you just triggered David.
Okay. I actually liked the Avatar Last Airbender live action movie. I actually liked it. They fucked up a lot.
All right, here we go.
Bad movie.
Which one is a better movie? Iron Man 3 or Captain America Civil War?
Never seen Iron Man 3, Captain America Civil War.
I have to say Captain America Civil War.
Okay. I feel like that's a landslide. Okay? Captain America: Civil War is a much better movie than Iron Man 3.
Oh yeah.
Guess which movie made more?
Iron Man 3.
Iron Man 3.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it? Wait, was the question like if the movie makes more money, it's better, or is
That's what he
it
said,
if
yeah.
it's a higher budget?
No, he said
It's a better movie.
More money. He said more.
More money, better movie.
Iron Man is better. That's why. It's like that's why people didn't like Civil War because Iron Man lost.
Let's go.
You
Let's
gotta
go.
tap the board.
Let's go. Okay, let's go here. And I'm willing to fully admit this. Which movie is better? Wait, hold on.
Okay, can you go outside of Marvel as to be like we're not talking about Marvel here?
Let's do this. Captain Marvel or Dark Knight Rises, the third one.
Dark Knight Rises.
Dark Knight Rises.
Easy, right?
Yeah.
Guess which one made more money?
Captain Marvel.
Okay.
Captain
Hold on.
Money doesn't mean anything in terms of good movies.
You're right. It all depends on because people were gonna watch. Here's the thing about Captain Marvel, though. People were gonna watch Captain Marvel because it came after Infinity War. So many people had already watched Infinity War, and they're like, "Bro, the ending was mind blowing." So now they're like, "Let's watch Captain Marvel to see if it explains anything about that movie." Right? Dark Knight Rises doesn't really do that. It's a sequel to one of the best movies ever made, in my opinion, The Dark Knight. But it wasn't like an Infinity War type movie, like afterwards movie. That's the difference there. The difference there.
Do you want to go completely outside of
Marvel?
Sure, we go from Avatar. We go from the Disney talk. We go from Avatar, and now we're talking about
the Minions movie or the Joker movie.
Joker.
Which one was a better movie?
They're the different. How did that?
Easy.
Yeah,
The Joker movie was better.
I haven't seen the Joker movie.
but here's the thing. Here's the thing, Brendan. You're going off on this thing where it's like,
I know.
okay, it has everything. This one.
I'm mad.
Here's the thing. This one particular has everything to do with its rating, because not a lot of children are gonna go watch the Joker movie.
That's true.
The people who are going to watch the Minions movie is going to be adults and their children. So you're multiplying the parents with how many children they have. And then you have adults, usually in groups of 2 or 3, or even by yourself if you're that kind of person.
Yeah.
So obviously the Joker movie's not going to make more money.
Oh no!
Screw you, David! The Joker movie was awesome.
The Joker movie was fantastic.
Never seen it.
You just don't have a mental illness like I do.
I don't know how it works.
Let's
how it works.
recorrect here. Let's move this back.
Minions movie was way better. Oh,
Sam, I know you don't believe
it made more money. All right.
No, you don't believe
Obviously, Sam's just trying to piss Brendan off at this
that.
point.
He really he's really
Angry.
Camden was already triggered by Avatar. We're all triggered about Avatar.
Because I could go off about Avatar because they made a Disney theme park about the movie and nobody asked for it. Like, you remember back in 2018 when we went to Disney and we checked out the park? It was so underwhelming. There was nothing special about that park. It was a tiny addition to Animal Kingdom, and I'm like, first of all, why are you putting this in the Animal Kingdom? The movie was in space.
God damn it, David.
All right, the chat in the Twitch is going off the walls right now. We gotta chill out, everybody. Everybody, just chill out.
Let's take a hard left turn.
Take a hard left turn.
About
why not a hard right?
Taking another left turn.
We can do a 180.
Okay, so
90 degree around the corner.
I feel as though we've really vented our feelings about it.
But here's the thing. Let's go back to the part where, like, okay, Disney now owns these movies that we've talked about. Nothing about... Okay, so, like, the big powerhouses for movies right now. You have Disney, you have Paramount, you have Warner Brothers, you have Universal, and if I'm missing any, it's probably because they're owned by the other companies.
Yep.
But it's like, okay, who's... Oh, and Sony. Sony's the one I forgot.
Yeah.
Sony... Did I say Sony?
No.
No, I didn't say Sony. Okay, so I'm thinking of 5 movie companies that make however good movies they want to make, right? So, which one of those movie companies actually stands a chance against Disney?
Sony or
Sony
Warner Brothers.
is the only one that has the guts to say no.
That's why.
Because they're
that's
so
the only one that stands a chance.
because Sony is so stubborn on keeping only one product, and that is
Spider-Man?
Spider-Man.
Oh my god.
They refuse
They
to let
really-
anyone
they're
screw them
really-
over the one thing they own, and that is Spider-Man.
That feud was so stupid.
People were getting mad at Sony because they're like, "Oh, why give Spider-Man to Disney? They obviously do better with Spider-Man than you do." And it's like, no. First of all, let's talk about okay, like obviously this will be like saved for the Marvel conversation about like all the great Spider-Man, all the great things Sony has done with Spider-Man. I love the Spider-Man PS4 game. One of my favorite stories about Spider-Man. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, probably one of the best animated movies in our time right now.
Was that Sony? Is that Sony?
That is Sony Animations. And prior to that movie, their animation movies sucked. Yeah. Like you have movies like Hotel Transylvania. You have like the first Open season I liked as a kid, but like you look back on it, it was kind of okay. I'm trying to think of other movies that Sony's made that are animated, but you don't look at Sony as an animation company until you have Into the Spider-Verse.
Let's see. Sony Animation. They have like 5.
They have like
they had Monster House, dog.
They did make Monster House. Oh, because it's Sony and Columbia Pictures.
Wait, Surf's Up.
Season movies.
Oh, they made Surf's Up. Okay.
Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
Yep, that one too. I like Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
Smurfs is live action.
Hotel Transylvania.
Yeah. Hotel Transylvania is its own breed.
You heard what I said about Open Season, right?
Yeah. What'd you say about Open Season?
That they made that movie.
Oh, yeah. I think I said that too. That they made Open Season.
Angry Birds movie.
That's right. They did make that. Another
easily their best one was Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
That's like the best one they've ever made.
But like now I was talking about how it's like, oh, the only feud that Disney had with any other company was Sony, and that's the whole like, oh yeah, Tom Holland was gonna walk out on Spider-Man if they didn't come to an agreement. Was it Disney? Was Disney asking more, or was Sony asking more?
Sony was asking more.
So yeah, Sony was asking for Disney to contribute more because I think
Sony
was paying for everything and like getting none of it. So they were like, all right, we want some of our money, and you guys have to start helping us with the distribution, because we have this and we're doing all this effort, and if you want this to stay in your cinematic universe, contributing.
I think
and that's basically what happened, and Disney was like, all right, fine, whatever.
So what is it? You know the worst Sony movie they have out is the Emoji Movie.
That was Sony, wasn't it? Oh, that's what's
rated
funny?
7%.
It deserved
7%.
See, that's the thing.
0.
They went from making the Emoji Movie to making Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
And I'm like, holy crap. How do you go from the worst animated movie possibly ever made to having the best animated movie possibly made?
How do you have both ends of the spectrum?
Like, who did you hire for both movies? Just out of curiosity. It had nothing to do with the cast. It had everything to do with how you like
animate.
It wasn't just about animation. I feel like there's a certain demographic to each, and obviously...
What's up, Danger?
Yeah, but... I don't know. I think Disney has... So that's the thing. If Disney's going to go out on a buying spree to buy a bunch of movie studios, Fox was already under, and I don't know why. They were already struggling with their own form of I think Fox was just for Marvel, to be completely honest.
Yeah.
Like, let's buy can we just buy Can we just buy the Marvel products from Fox? No, let's just buy Fox. They have the Simpsons, so obviously we got to buy Fox. So then it's like, I don't think Paramount's going under anytime soon. I don't think Universal is either.
No.
So what am I? Warner Brothers, I don't know.
I don't think so.
They're pretty stable.
They're stable, but like nobody likes Warner Brothers.
I do.
No, I like them, but like nobody likes what they do with their movies.
They're gonna keep milking the Harry Potter series.
They're gonna do that. They own DC, like DC movies and shows and stuff like that, right?
Don't get me started on Harry Potter.
No, but like, okay, so yeah, you have your Harry Potter. Okay, so that's the only thing that's gonna make them stable is they have Harry Potter. They still
And
have
DC.
DC to work with. Because you think about what
They're
else?
playing Lord of the Rings in theaters. I'm just looking to see.
Who made Lord of the Rings?
That's what I'm looking up.
I'm like, are you looking that up? Because I can't. I feel like we've had this discussion. I'm like, who made Lord of the Rings? And I can never remember who made Lord of the Rings.
Probably some off-brand thing.
I would agree with that. Let's see.
Yeah, but how do you make the best, like, ugh, Lord of the Rings are just perfect movies. Like, I can't find anything wrong with them. But it's like, okay, if I did like a whole deep
subsidiary of
deep analysis of Lord of the
Warner
Rings, I could
Brothers.
probably find one thing wrong with it.
Was
but,
it
like,
Warner Brothers?
Yeah, so Lord of the Rings was done by New Line Cinema, which is a subsidiary of Warner Brothers.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Well, there you go. Warner Brothers is pretty much set. It's pretty much good to go.
Except that Amazon is doing the Lord of the Rings television series.
Yeah, but is that
Oh.
based off the
Yeah, it's the Peter Jackson universe.
Peter Jackson universe?
Oh.
You know, I don't know. I don't want to get into.
That's for another time. That's for another time. But
Yeah, I'm thinking about like the new
They don't-
Gollum
they
video
don't really
game.
have that anymore. Like Warner Bros. Doesn't have that anymore.
No.
Except Lord of the Rings
Gotcha.
sucks that.
Yeah, because now you have your Amazon Prime and HBO Max is all Warner Brothers stuff. But it's
Yeah.
weird how some of Warner Brothers' like content is on Hulu and it's also on HBO Max.
And Netflix.
Like, you know the new Animaniacs reboot?
Yeah.
That's on Hulu. And I'm like, they're called the Warner Brothers and the Warner Sister for a reason. They're the Warner Brothers.
Oh shit! I never thought of that. Wow.
Are you kidding?
That just kicked in. Wow.
Are you kidding me? You're telling me you didn't know that the Warner Brothers... have you not seen the theme song?
I had they jump out of the.
They
Warner
jump
Brothers
out of the
tower.
Warner Brothers tower.
Oh my.
Oh my gosh.
Bum, bum, bum,
Another
bum,
one of those
bum,
Gerald
bum,
moments where he's just like, I didn't realize.
The fucking toaster.
The freaking toaster. I mean, as a
Anyway.
side tangent, we can obviously bring up the whole toaster thing.
Oh no.
But I don't
You
know.
don't need to show how stupid I am, okay?
Okay.
We still got.
Oh, we got about, what, 25 minutes worth of discussion?
Why is there a limit?
Have we
next
pretty
to-
much said everything we wanted? I know we talked about the Fox thing, we talked about the Sony thing, anything about Star Wars, Disney buying Star Wars. Disney was already interested in Star Wars, like before they even made the purchase.
That was the
Yeah.
thing that was going to happen.
I'm like, you knew it was gonna happen. And then George Lucas, all of it. Dude, I like the meme where it's like George Lucas is depressed, and it's the three celery from VeggieTales. It's like, allow Disney. It's like, allow us to introduce ourselves. When George Lucas is depressed, Disney just walks in and it's just like, allow us to introduce ourselves. We'll buy that. What was it? $15 million?
What?
$15 million was the purchase
For Lucasfilm?
for Lucasfilm.
Yeah, I think it was just like George Lucas wasn't going to do much else.
No.
So he was like, I'm just going to get rid of this.
Well, now you have Kathleen Kennedy running the whole place. So
We can talk. We can talk
nobody
about
likes
that.
Kathleen Kennedy.
We can talk about that and on a different time.
May 4th is our Star
Wars.
Wars topic. May the 4th is our Star Wars topic.
Can I say one thing real quick?
What's that?
Out of all the newer Star Wars stuff, I'm pretty sure Rebels is probably my favorite.
Rebels is good.
I like Rebels, and I do agree that it is an underrated show.
Very.
I hate how short it is though, because it's only
Yeah.
4 seasons, and Clone Wars is 7 seasons.
Clone Wars is so good.
Clone Wars is great, but yeah. These are all topics yet to come. I feel like now we're just setting up like all the topics we're talking about. We got
We've been
Marvel
talking about
coming up. We got, what is it? Star Wars coming up. We got DC, another topic that will be coming up. Video games, anime.
Oh,
But that is all to come. But it's like, how do we wrap this up? We got 24 minutes left.
Let's talk about Pixar. We haven't talked about Pixar.
We haven't
yet.
talked about
haven't.
Pixar. Okay, let us go straight into Pixar.
Pixar's the better
my
of
favorite,
everything?
honestly, in my top 5 movies of all time,
Let's go top
2 of them
three.
are Pixar movies.
Let's go top 3 Pixar movies.
Top 3.
Let me look them out real fast. So
I can name the top 2 off the top of my head. I got Wall-E and Up. Wally's number 1. Up is 2. 3. What is number 3? I can't think of it. I'm trying to go like. I love how Pixar gives all their characters dump truck asses.
All the moms. Let me see. Okay.
I want to say my 3rd would be Toy Story 2.
Toy Story 2 is better than Toy Story 1.
Agreed. I think that's
I like
the only instance where the sequel is better than the original.
Yes.
All right, my top 3 probably gonna have to be Ratatouille number 1.
Really?
Really?
Oh yeah, I love.
Really?
Ratatouille.
Okay. All right.
It's a good movie. I'll give it that.
Okay. Here's the
It's
thing:
like-
you can't argue with people's favorite Pixar movies because
it's a good movie. You know.
yeah.
Yeah.
I just love it.
If anybody
Number-
says their favorite movie was The Good Dinosaur, here's an unpopular opinion. Cars 2 was not that bad.
No, it wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that bad.
People hate it for some reason. I'm like, why?
I don't think it was as bad as people said it was.
Yeah.
It wasn't the best. It wasn't as good as the first
It's not your
part.
top-notch Pixar movie, no. But I still thought it was pretty good.
Like I think Pixar holds itself to a high standard, and I feel like they
Yeah,
missed
that
the
was
bar
the
on that
problem. That was the
And-
problem.
like if you lowered the bar for Pixar just a little bit, I feel like it would have crossed that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, but and then so number 1,
Ratatouille.
Ratatouille. Number 2, Wall-E. Number 3. See, this is difficult.
Everybody loves Wall-E. Wall-E is so good.
Well, it's good.
Wall-E's a
Wall-E's
perfect
fantastic.
movie. It's actually, I say it's my favorite movie, but like I hate saying it because it's like it's an animated movie and people will like, oh, your favorite movie is Wall-E. It's like, yes, I am confident in that. Wall-E is my absolute favorite movie.
Oh, what is it?
And I really liked Onward. I loved Onward.
You loved Onward.
I liked Onward. I feel like it's pretty underrated.
You have Tom Holland and Chris Pratt with it. Oh yeah.
What is it? I say my
It's a
favorite.
really Dungeons and Dragons.
Nope, my 3rd is no. The only thing I would say that beats Toy Story 2 for me, my 3rd would probably be Coco.
I haven't seen Coco.
Coco is really good.
I know. Everyone I've heard says that Coco's really.
That's like
good.
I have Wall-E, Up, and now I have Coco. Okay, those are the 3.
All right, I have a hot take for you, Camden.
All right.
The whole opening if the whole opening sequence of Up doesn't happen, the movie is not nearly as good.
Yeah.
But
It's a hot take
Doug,
for you.
but Doug.
Doug is a great character. Every Disney Pixar
But
movie
that's
is going to
that's
have
what
a
makes the
merchandisable
movie
character.
so good is that there's
beginning.
you can't just have
There's an
one
emotional
scene
tie
that carries the movie. And it's like if it's like, oh yeah, if you can take one scene out of a movie, it's gonna change how the movie works in total. It's just like, well, just be glad that scene is there.
Yeah. So what is it? I'm ready. You guys ready to be shocked? You know what my favorite Pixar movie is?
Go with your 3. What's your top one?
Cars.
All right.
I loved Cars.
I was really debating it, putting it in my top 3.
Yeah.
I couldn't. See, it's the fact that it's like I love all the Pixar movies. I can't hate a single one of them. I can't necessarily like completely put down Good Dinosaur. It was visually stunning, but like the movie itself was just meh. But
Sam,
would I watch it again? I'll be like, yeah.
He says you could say that about any movie.
Well, yeah, but like Pixar just has a way of doing their movies, and it's like,
Yeah.
it's the fact that like if you say like these movies are like one of these movies is your favorite, I will agree with it because it's like all these movies are great.
Oh yeah.
Like if you say
Alright.
Toy Story 4 is your favorite, I would agree.
Mine would be Cars, Toy Story 2, and then probably Wall-E. Yeah.
See, it's like I agree with people who don't have Wall-E in their top 3. I would even agree. It's just like you can hate a movie, you can like a movie. It's all based on personal preference, and obviously all these movies have a way of kind of expressing themselves to a certain demographic. Up, so, I think, was anybody can watch Up and still enjoy it.
Oh yeah. So I'm gonna get a little off topic of Pixar real quick.
Okay.
What is your guys' favorite Disney movie?
Favorite Disney movie?
Like, overall favorite Disney.
Just straight up Disney movie. Oh man.
Disney as a whole, all the stuff they like.
All the stuff. Okay. All right. Okay.
Everything they've ever produced.
Yeah, Disney has their name
so
on it.
I assume subtracting Pixar, because if that's included, I'm going to say Wall-E regardless.
That can be included, yeah.
Oh well.
So
that's not easy. Well, that's easy then.
Fine. Exclude Pixar.
It's like exclude anything Disney has purchased along the way. Something that is Disney exclusive.
Yeah. Yes.
What do you mean Disney exclusive?
Like Pixar, I say, even though it's like the majority is like it's obviously a Disney company. I still wouldn't. It's still like it wasn't originally Disney's.
Gotcha.
But that was like a long time ago. So
yeah,
that's the thing.
Because what is it? One of my favorite Disney movies is technically owned by another company called Studio Ghibli.
Studio Ghibli. Is that's not Disney, is it?
Disney owns it. Disney becomes the sole distributor to Studio Ghibli in 1996.
I'll tell you my favorite Disney movie.
So Ponyo is a Disney movie.
You like Ponyo?
No, no. I'm just saying.
Oh, you're saying Ponyo is one of those.
Yeah, that was an example. No, my favorite of all time is Howl's Moving Castle.
Howl's Moving Castle. Okay. Sam says he likes Atlantis. That's a pretty good movie. I love the freaking demolition guy. Pronounced like Ghibli. It's Ghibli.
So it is Ghibli. Okay.
It's no. Is it pronounced like Ghibli? Is it okay? I didn't.
What's your top?
My numero uno Disney movie. It's just I want to go off based of it's Disney exclusive, where it's like it's not a movie by a company that Disney bought along the way. Like
gotcha.
This is specifically Disney, so it could be Disney Animation Studios. It's the thing. It's like I love all these Pixar movies, and there's obviously a lot of Disney movies I don't like, but there's a lot of Disney movies I do like. Like I love Lilo and Stitch. Meet the Robinsons was great. Bolt, if anybody remembers Bolt was a great movie. But I'm trying to think. I can't see. It's easy to narrow down my favorite Pixar movies because it's like, oh yeah, they're all great, but obviously there are those that stuck with you. But with Disney, it's so different.
So many affected you different
so
ways.
It's like, how do I narrow? It's like I can't like.
I said I have an immediate answer if it comes to just Disney. I have an immediate answer. Already.
What was that?
Treasure Planet.
I almost want to say mine is Aladdin because I love Robin Williams as Genie.
Good one.
Like if like he could have carried that whole movie and it wouldn't have mattered. I just love that movie.
What about Ferngully?
I don't think that's I think it's a Disney
That's
movie.
a Fox movie, I think.
Is it?
That is Fox.
Ferngully is traumatizing.
Oh my god, dude! The villain was dope though. I loved the villain song though. Hit me one time, hit me twice. Oh, that's rather nice.
It was Fox. Fuck.
Who's the voice for that? I forgot. He's
for who?
Curry.
Tim Curry.
Tim Curry was his name.
Yeah.
Dude, that man's got talent.
Yeah.
Oh,
he almost voiced the Joker in the animated series before Mark Hamill came in. So I think that would have been a pretty cool twist.
I could give you my top 3, in no particular order because I can't narrow it down.
Okay.
Hercules.
Okay.
Oh yes, Hercules is great.
All right.
I hope the Russo brothers do a good job with that.
Yeah.
Princess and the Frog.
Okay. All right. Yep. I agree.
I love Princess and the Frog.
Another one of my favorite villain songs. We should have
Yeah.
done that. We should have been like, oh yeah, we have the Disney
Oh.
problem, but then there should have been like the next half should have been like why we enjoy some of
we
these
like
Disney
Disney.
things. I feel
Yeah.
hey, if people want a second part to this, we'll go for a second part for this. But like this is the one segment for like we're complaining about Disney, and then we'll be like, you know what? Let's
You know
all
what
take
else
talk
we could
about
do
our
next time? You know what we also could do next time too? Get like a what is it? Like a rating thing. Like putting all the Disney like villains or whatever like in a rating system, like A through C, the ranking.
the
Could do
tier
that
list
for
Disney
us.
movie. I mean, I could do that like a separate stream where it's like I have the
Yeah.
podcast segments, like what we're doing right now, and then I could do
Yeah.
like separate little tiny episodes where it's like, welcome to our misaligned mayhem tier listing stream or whatever, like stuff like that, like what Brendan does when the tier list and stuff like that.
That'd be pretty cool.
I think that would be cool. Who
Feel like we
knows?
could do anything though?
But what did I say was my favorite Disney
And then
movie?
my third one is Meet the Robinsons.
Oh yep.
That's part of the reason I became an engineer. Not gonna lie.
I have a weird story about how I got into art, but I'm gonna save that for one of my other topics that comes up. But what is it? I like how I forgot what my favorite Disney movie was. I just listed it off and I'm like I already forgot about it.
You said Treasure Planet. Treasure
No,
Island, Treasure-
Gerald said Treasure Planet.
I said Treasure Planet.
Sam said Atlantis. I said Aladdin
Aladdin, yeah. Because Robin Williams.
because of Robin Williams. And it's like if he wasn't in it, then I would probably.
It's a good movie.
That's the thing though. Like that's what hurt about watching the live action Aladdin was like I think Will Smith did a great job. Putting his own spin on it is difficult, but I think he did well. He gave that Fresh Prince of Bel-Air vibe to it, and I like that about his genie. That was his genie.
Yeah.
And I have to I have to give him props because he was even aware of like I have big shoes to fill. I'm filling in for Robin Williams' character because he made the genie. Now
That's very hard to do.
I'm like that. It is hard to do. It is hard to fill in the shoes of an iconic actor for an iconic character, and I think he did a good job in terms of not going off of Robin Williams' character, but making it his own. That's what I liked most about that movie. Was it wasn't just a carbon copy of the original movie, but I respect Will Smith's decisions and how he portrayed the character. Where it was like, and as I said, I was like, that's what hurt about watching it is like, man, if Robin Williams was still with us, if he was still with us, he probably would have been the one to be in the live action movie, right? But it's like,
I don't know
okay,
about that one.
I
feel like he would have declined it to give it to someone else to do.
maybe, but that's the thing though.
I feel like
Disney definitely would have pushed for it more.
I feel like he would have picked it though. Like if he could pick anyone, I don't know if it'd be Will Smith.
Yeah, they definitely would have consulted somebody about
Well,
it.
I can definitely get into the whole story about how like freaking Robin Williams didn't want his character advertised, the genie advertised too much because he was focusing on another movie that he wanted. I forgot what the movie was called. It was like the Toy Maker or whatever. I forgot what it was. It was a live action movie that he was in. But this was coming out at the same time as Aladdin, but obviously Aladdin was more popular than that movie. So,
Give me a second.
but
It's called Toys.
probably just toys.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, that's the whole thing though. But that's why I'm just it's hard with these new live action movies because it's like Beauty and the Beast didn't have like that iconic character that you could switch up and it would be like it would hurt anybody. Because there wasn't that character in the like Cinderella or like because none of the voice actors or actors made that character. Robin Williams made Genie his character because of how he was, how he acted. It was his character. This conversation went from Avatar to like let's worship our Lord and Savior Robin Williams. God rest his soul. But that's
I still remember the day that I found out that he like passed away. Like,
It was sad.
I was up north with my grandparents. It was just me and my cousin just sitting there. We were playing a board game on the table, and like my grandparents, hey, did you guys know Robin Williams just died last night? Wait, what? We just lost it. We didn't know what to say.
It is so weird. I like how we got into this depressing conversation about how we felt when certain celebrities died, because it's like the impact they had on us as kids. For me, like all the other ones were really sad. Like Stanley was really sad. Robin Williams was really sad. But the one, and it's so weird to me how this, because it connected with me personally. Like, as I said, I love Star Wars more than any other franchise right now. And when I found out that Peter Mayhew, the guy who plays Chewbacca, died, I remember where I was. I was watching a play at my school with my ex-girlfriend, and it was during the intermission, and I was looking through Twitter, and it says, the best co-pilot in the galaxy has passed away. And I'm like, what?
Wait, what?
Peter Mayhew, the guy who played Chewbacca, died, and I was sitting during the intermission of a show, and I was like, this was the only person I cried for, because I'm like, I love Chewbacca. Like, I got that thing up there. You probably can't see it, but it's like this. Chewie is my co-pilot.
I still have the little Chewbacca thing. Stuffed.
Oh, the little stuffed chibi. See, I have this.
Yeah, I still got that.
I have this little bobblehead on my desk. Anyway, let's get off of this depressing topic, because that was kind of weird though. Because like we got that was definitely an example of getting off topic.
It's still within Disney though, technically.
Yeah, because Robin Williams plays Genie, Will Smith played the Genie, and you're talking about how it hurts.
I don't think it was that off topic compared to the other things we talked about.
Probably. I don't know. It's still relatively within topic. Because like we can talk about Disney and then like get off the topic and talk about other movies, and like that was the intention of this discussion, was to talk about Disney, but also talk about what other movie studios do in terms of remakes and reboots and stuff like that. And it's like, obviously some of these other movies like will, because imagine doing a live action adaptation of a comic book movie. Like, there's no shows for these. You're basing these movies off comics.
A live action Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah. Well, there you go. That's the thing. It's like you'd never even think about it. Like obviously DC had the better movies at the time, like in like the 90s. Like late 80s and early 90s, and like the early 90s, they had the better movies. They were obviously the ones making the movies.
Yeah.
But then Marvel came in like 2008 and said, "Allow us to introduce ourselves."
Wait. So Sam just brought up a good point in the chat.
What?
On brand, it's misaligned mayhem.
Aha, you're right. You're right.
We should just talk about random crap.
All right, let's talk about Members Mark purified water. The sponsor for today's video is water.
Is water.
Is water. Is pumpkin pie chapstick.
That sounds pretty good, not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's really good.
Thing?
Yeah.
Really?
I don't know if you could see that. It's chapstick, but it's pumpkin pie. I got like three of the. I got like three.
You have one.
Yeah, I got one right here. I was just looking at stuff on my desk to see if I'm like, oh yeah, I got pumpkin pie chapstick.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, I had three of them. There was a gingerbread flavor, and I think it was a candy cane flavor.
See, now this is off topic.
Yeah, this is definitely. I'm surprised we didn't get this off topic earlier on. That's what's weird to me. I almost want to keep going because this is fun.
It's fun,
and it's like, man, the fact that I got to do this.
Think about how much editing you have to do.
Dude, I think I'm gonna get this trimmed down to about like 30 minutes each episode because of how because there's the I really gotta redo that intro because that intro sucked.
It is what it is.
I know. I feel like I need to make like an intro, like musical intro, but I can't make music.
So okay, one of the topics on your thing, right? One of the off topics, not off topics. God damn, I can't talk.
Words are hard.
Yeah, it says other and like the topics to cover thing. It says parks in case there is time. We haven't covered any of the parks.
As I said, in parentheses, in case there's time. We got 4 minutes.
Let's haul through it. What's our favorite park and why?
What?
Oh, what's a jackalope?
What's your favorite park and why is it now Hollywood Studios?
What's a what?
I was looking at your thing and it says anonymous jackalope. What the fuck is a jackalope?
I didn't write that. What are you talking about?
Look at the people looking at the Google Doc. It says is anonymous jackalope.
He can. I think he can only. That person can only.
View it. I know, but
view
what's a jackalope?
You don't know
Is
what a
it
jackalope is?
It's just a bunny with.
It's a bunny with
ears?
antlers.
Is that real?
No,
Oh,
it's like a narwhal.
oh.
But narwhals are real.
Are they real? I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like, whatever. Anyway, all right. Let's do this. Let's rush this like last topic.
What's your favorite park?
Favorite park? Hollywood Studios.
But
I was confused. I was just saying, what is a jackalope? Like, I was confused about a jackalope.
Okay, what's your favorite park that you've been to?
I've only been to one.
So like if you like Hollywood Studios doesn't count because the Galaxy's Edge hasn't been finished.
Yeah,
so we
but
haven't
as
been
a
there.
kid, I always still loved going to the Hollywood Studios because they still had that Star Wars section back there with the big AT-AT, right?
What was the one?
But I say one of my top favorites now. Epcot definitely went up there the last time we went because we're gonna do it this year. I'm gonna film it and I'm gonna post it on this channel.
Yeah, me too. I'm totally doing it.
So me and Brendan are gonna do this challenge this summer at Epcot. You know how it's around the world at Epcot. What?
What is Epcot?
Even
With the ball.
it's the one with the ball.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
So it's one of the
So
four parts.
It has this thing called the World Showcase where there's a little section that it like is like based on a country. So there's like a Mexico section, a Norway section, a Japan section, a like Germany section, and it goes all the way around. So Camden will explain what the challenge is.
So the challenge is, so obviously there's each section of the world and you can either go left around or right around. I think we're going to go right because
We got to try right because we always go left.
Because left, Mexico is the first place you go to. And we get these big tacos and nacho bowls or whatever, and then we just can't finish the rest of them. So let's start right where Canada is, because Canada starts off the right side. But
what's the challenge?
But the challenge is we need to eat or drink something in each location. So I don't know how many locations are there total, but it's like Canada, United Kingdom, France, Moscow. I think it's Monaco, but. Yeah, so each location has its own like food group. So like we would get
11 countries.
11 countries. Okay,
Can we read them off real quick?
Sure.
Yeah.
Canada, United Kingdom, France, Morocco, Japan, United States, Italy, Germany, China, Norway, and Mexico.
Yeah, Morocco is basically shawarma.
So yeah, you have to go to each country and eat or drink something from each section.
So like well, yeah, if you eat a freaking meal in Mexico, and then you get to Norway and you have a freaking the whole cinnamon roll, and then you get to China and you have like egg rolls and all that stuff. But then you get in Japan we had the soda pop that they had there, and the sushi there. The Japanese I call it the weeb store. Because, dude, here's the thing. When I went over there, I had not watched any of the anime. But now that I'm aware of this kind of stuff, I'm gonna go there and I'm gonna come out with like $100 worth. Actually, I can't even say $100, like $1,000 worth of stuff because Disney's so freaking expensive.
Oh,
like last time I only bought a Funko Pop, and now I'm like, I'm gonna get a T-shirt, I'm gonna get a hoodie, I'm gonna get a blanket, I'm gonna get a freaking Funko Pop of Midoriya.
I have a ton of Funko Pops now.
I got a good chunk of Funko
I got 13.
Pops. Let me see. 2, 3,
I have 13.
5, 6, 7,
Actually, technically I have 14, but I have a duplicate.
I only have 12.
I have 10.
Nice.
I keep them all within range of.
I think about half of them, more than half of them, are Marvel ones. I have 2 WandaVision ones.
WandaVision.
I have 2 Iron Man ones.
I have a Venomized Iron Man. I have 2 Batman ones. I have 3 Sonic ones, 1 Mega Man, 2 My Hero, only 2 Star Wars, surprisingly. Yeah, and they're both the Mandalorian.
Yeah, I have the Child, the Mandalorian, and Rey.
See, what is it? Going back to the topic of parks, right? So,
Yeah.
did you guys ever go to like Disney World as a child?
Yes.
Disney.
Do you guys remember the Stitch thing? Like
Yes.
Yeah,
Do you know that's
Yeah.
tore down?
I did not know
I
that.
did not know
Yeah,
that.
apparently they got rid of it.
Dude, it's
That was
like they would have
that
Stitch
was
right in the
cool
middle of the
because it was
thing.
Stitch's Great Escape.
Yes.
Yeah,
I didn't know they tore it
They
down.
closed it in 2018, apparently.
Wow. That's the last time we went.
Yeah, that is the last time we went,
I
wasn't
think
it?
did we go on that ride? I
No, we didn't.
think we went on Buzz's.
We went on the
adventure
Buzz Lightyear ride. I remember that.
instead of Stitch's thing.
Oh, it's gonna be weird going back there because it's like, oh yeah, we literally went 3 years ago. But it's like, yeah, but now you have these. A lot can happen in 3 years. A lot of you are thinking, because think about Epcot. Like we didn't care about Epcot until like now. Like now it's like,
It's a lot of fun. Oh, you know what? You want to know how we could top off that challenge, Camden?
how?
At Epcot
How?
is that not after you finish eating something from each section, you
Mhm.
have to go on Mission Mars.
Oh my God, no. So the way Mission Mars works is you're put into this little like container and it looks like you're in a spaceship kind of thing, right? You're locked in, you got a couple of things you got to do for the mission, right? But really it's a gravity thing where all you're doing, the thing is spinning in a very fast, you know how that one ride at a
Feel
carnival,
like you're accelerating in.
yeah, it would accelerate really fast to the point where it feels like there's like no gravity. So you're just kind
Feels
of
like you're
lifted
getting,
up.
like in a rocket ship. and
Right,
you're
so
getting,
that's
like-
what
That sounds like fun.
yeah,
It's a lot
but
of fun.
the thing Brendan's trying to say is that we're going to go around the world and eat everything, right? And then we're going to go on the mission to Mars.
Do it. Do it.
I get off the ride, I'm like, oh no, oh
Whoever
no.
throws up loses.
What?
Whoever throws up loses.
Whoever
Whoever
throws.
throws up.
I can't, I for some reason I just can't throw up like most people do. It just I will not let it come up.
Depends on how much alcohol I have. That's it. I throw up before.
I'm
I
like,
black out.
stay down there, you fool.
I will throw up.
Oh, yeah, but I have to say I don't like the Animal Kingdom as much as I used to because there was Expedition Everest. Love that ride still. I still like the ride. Yeah, but then you go to Cedar Point and then all the rides at Disney just seem like meh.
You're there for the experiences rather than the rides.
Yeah,
At that point.
that's really all it is. And then the Magic Kingdom, I know they added a couple things now, and it's like Magic
I heard
Kingdom's alright.
Universal's pretty good.
The what?
Universal Parks is really
Oh
good.
yeah,
Universal's pretty good.
Universal's great. I think we're going there as well. I think we're going to Universal and Disney. But like we're the only two
I'm
we're not
probably
going to is the Animal Kingdom and the Magic Kingdom.
So I'm probably going to Universal and Disney next year,
Gotcha.
or at least Universal.
Yeah, we can rate all the parks all you want and stuff like that.
How do you want to sign off?
I don't know
do you want
how. I want to sign off with everybody here. I know this is a weird outro, but you know what? We're winging it. That's
working
the
on it.
whole point of this. I've been trying to make this too structured, I think.
It's gotta be looser, dog.
It's got to be loosey goosey.
We just gotta wing it.
Just gotta wing it, man. There's no structure for YouTube videos. How it's gonna look on Spotify, I don't know.
Right.
Yeah, well, I'll get you set up. I'll get you people shut up. I'll get you people to shut up. No, I'll get you set up for next week. Next week's topic is gonna be Marvel. We're gonna talk about all things Marvel. We got into it a little bit today, but only because Disney owns those rights. So.
Yeah.
We'll talk a lot about the MCU, a lot about the comics, and
right
a
into
lot about Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Yes. So you got that to look forward to, and we'll all see you next week.